Junior's at it again. Junior claims that he is going to find the cause of autism somewhere between now and September of this year. And who did he tap to head this study that's going to find the cause of autism? A man by the name of Mr. David Geyer. Now, Mr. Geyer does not have a medical degree. He doesn't have a PhD. I think he went to college, but I'm not sure what for. Now, he was disciplined by the state of Maryland for practicing medicine without a license. Now, his father, who did have a medical degree, but that license was suspended in multiple states because they were nothing more than snake oil salesmen. They preyed on parents that were so desperate, looking for something to help their autistic children, that they gave them a drug that was used normally to treat prostate cancer, which caused chemical castration. Now, why would Junior pick somebody like this? Because Mr. Geyer holds the same ideology that Junior does, that they believe firmly that vaccines cause autism. They don't. There are thousands upon thousands of studies done not only here in the United States, but worldwide that have studied this for decades. Decades. Large mass studies comprising of hundreds of case studies of individuals with autism over decades. Any researcher will tell you that you cannot conduct a thorough investigation or a research project in a matter of a couple of months. These things take years with multitudes of subjects for them to study and follow. Why is this dangerous? Did you miss the chemical castration thing? And since autism is more prevalent in males than females, do you really want somebody who hurt children, hurt them, caused them pain and suffering, to head up a study that is going to cost us taxpayers? Now, I've heard figures anywhere from $30 to $50 million. You want to talk about waste. That is a waste of taxpayer dollars. Again, hundreds of studies have been conducted over decades by reputable researchers throughout the world, and they all came to the same conclusion. 1, vaccines do not cause autism. 2, it's a genetic component. And 3, most of them agree that there may be an environmental factor. They just haven't figured it out yet. But the key words there are may be. But bottom line, it's a genetic issue. It's an issue with genetics that may skip multiple generations and then pop up in one generation. RFK is saying that because we have an epidemic. Well, Sweet Pea, that's because we have better ways to diagnose autism today than we did 40 years ago, or 50 years ago, or 60 years ago. We are better trained in identifying autism, wherever they fall on that big giant thing we call a spectrum, than we did in the past. That's the reason that we have more cases of autism, is because we're better at identifying it and diagnosing it. And the earlier that children are diagnosed with autism, the earlier that they receive intervention and therapeutic services, the better chance they have as they grow and mature. So, Junior, again, you're a fucking lunatic, okay? You really are. But now you're a dangerous fucking lunatic because you have tapped somebody that hurt children, hurt them physically, emotionally, mentally hurt them to head up this study, which all that's going to happen is in September, you're going to say, aha, we've got the answer. It's the vaccines. We all know that's what you're going to come up with, and it's wrong. And what you're doing is wrong, and it's dangerous, and you really, again, need to stick to Muppets, okay? Because you don't belong anywhere near an autistic individual or neurodivergent individual at all. Because there's something going on up there, that you are fixated on an idea, and that idea has been debunked multiple times by qualified researchers who have dedicated their lives to studying autism and the neurodivergent community and looking for anything that could give help to the community. And they all say the same thing. It's not vaccines at all. And again, all you're doing is creating an atmosphere of fear among new parents that may or may not vaccinate their children because you said that it will give them autism. And then we end up with a little thing I like to call the measles outbreak, because most of the children and adults that have contracted measles were not vaccinated. So stick to Muppets. Just a thought.